I do. I consider it to be one of the best. I'm surprised that I really didn't find it in any other way, but just say, oh, this looks like a good cast, but no one's talking about it. Although generally it got good reviews on. I did look it up on Rotten Tomatoes, and it got generally good reviews. But it's called The Phenom, and it's a new movie by a director named Noah Bushell, whose other movies, I know he's got a movie called Glass Chin, for instance, and a couple of others that have gotten, moderate acclaim on the indie circuit, but this is the first movie of his that I've seen. I was pretty impressed by it. I thought that it was pretty meticulously directed. It's about a major league player who's kind of a baseball player who's really basically just out of high school, and he gets snatched up by the major leagues, but he suffers a kind of a pitching slump, and he starts going to a sports psychologist played by Paul Giamatti, and sort of uncovers what he probably already knows, I think, that it's really due to his overbearing father, who's played great. I mean, just a superb performance by Ethan Hawke, just a really venal character. And the pitcher is played by Johnny Simmons, and I know he's been in movies quite a bit. I know he's in Perks of Being a Wallflower, and a few other things. But I have really never noticed him before this, and he's superb in it. It's a very talky movie. It's kind of a movie that has a lot of its action in the interior, and there's not a lot of baseball in it. There's very few baseball scenes in it. So don't be fooled into thinking it's going to be a baseball movie per se. It's more of a sort of a psychological drama, I guess. And it's really, really well directed. It's very talky. I mean, it's mostly just scenes of two people talking, one after the other. And that could be it feels like a little too schematic, a little too worked out in that way. But still there's great scenes of, cinematic play in there, and it's always well directed. It's got a nice song, source music score that's kind of inventive. And a very, very unusual ending that it's kind of one of those endings that it just sort of ends, and it's the kind of ending that can piss some people off. Or if you like that kind of ending, that kind of, that's the end, it can thrill you. And for me, I thought it was thrilling because I thought it ended at just the right place. But I thought it was superb. It's now on VOD and it's in theaters, and absolutely nobody is talking about it. But I thought